lighting.
We're live. We're live.
Live.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Oh, Jennifer popped this on way earlier today. Hoping to make it.
That's no bueno.
3 days with a migraine. I don't know if she's here. Jennifer, let us know later if you show up. Hello. Excuse me. Hello, everyone.
Chris is already starting.
I had a couple steps. I need to immediately take the blanket off my lap because I'll get warm. Angie's here and Brandy. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Destiny. I am feeling better. Thank you. Thanks for being flexible with us.
Yeah.
I was on Marco Polo with these guys. They're like, we can reschedule if you need to.
You're looking kind of grody.
Yeah, that was our polite way of saying, yeah, Krista.
You need to go to bed.
I received the message loud and clear.
Yeah, after all three of us were like,
Yeah, we can reschedule. So we rescheduled. This was meant to be on Thursday night, but we're here today. And I'm very excited. I'm always excited whenever I get to see these ladies face to face. And I'm glad that you guys are here to chat about our Christmas book exchange. Year 4 for me, 5 for Sarah and Lindsay, 2 for Amanda. 5 or 6. Did you guys do it with Lisa 1 or 2 times before I joined you?
We did it once with Lisa, I think.
Lisa.
Yeah. So 5 years for you, 4 years for me.
Yeah.
And then 2 with Amanda as well. I love it. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
oh, so many people here.
Christy's here. Katie's
I
here.
know.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Katie, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm glad that we can be a little bright light at the end of your weekend.
yeah, that's rough.
Happy to help.
Grab a fun drink. We all have our fun drinks. I have a Mambo Jumbo glass of peach wine today.
Ooh, that sounds good.
What do you got? Go ahead and introduce yourselves just in case someone doesn't know who you are.
I have Downy cider. I have a variety. Right, the one I'm drinking right this second is cranberry, which is a new one for me.
Find out where I can buy that because it's delicious.
It is delicious.
It is good.
All of them are delicious. If you
Yeah.
can find somewhere that has it on tap, it's out of Boston.
Okay.
But if you find somewhere that has it on tap, it is so good.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Nice.
But the cans are a close second.
They'll do. They'll do.
They'll
Still
do.
do.
Lindsay, what are you drinking tonight?
So Cayman Jack, I usually get the margarita mix, but they have now a variety pack of margaritas. So this one's a watermelon. They have
Ooh.
watermelon,
Ooh.
strawberry, mango, and then regular. And they're so good.
You got to be careful with those prepackaged margaritas.
No.
Those are good too. Yeah.
They are good.
We have another friend who got a little
Oh my god.
knockered off of some prepackaged margaritas.
I'm saving that message for the rest of my life.
Sarah, what have you got tonight?
I have a Blue Moon mango wheat. It's my favorite.
Mango wheat.
I don't love the can. It's better in a bottle, but they don't have it right now. So
Cans are never as good.
Do you see? Mine is a peach. It's a peach wine. I think it's from Aldi.
Oh, they have really good wine.
Maybe Trader Joe's or Aldi. Both places have really cheap wine, and that's the only place I usually get wine. And it's peach, which is really kind of a summer wine, but I found it on top of my fridge the other day and threw it in the fridge, and now I'm drinking it all in one.
Jennifer, I don't think Hy-Vee does. Some of the Cub foods up here do. I found it at Total Wine is where I buy mine.
I love Total Wine.
It's like
Nice.
the liquor
Nice.
warehouse around here.
And me over here with water. Healthy Andy is in the house.
I do have water as well.
I have a big
I
old
do too.
Everybody has water except for me.
I do have
So, you know, it's fine.
Stella Rosa Red, super fruity and a bit sweet, not dry. That is my kind of wine, Destiny. I love it. Cab Sav. I got some Cab Sav.
I like
I
Cap
love
that.
it. Just finished some spearmint tea, drinking water,
yeah.
and grading. Yay, multitasking. Red Moscato. Yum.
Yum.
I love me a good
Nice.
Moscato.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. Glad you guys are all here. So, obviously, hopefully from the title and the description, you figured out this is not reading sprints. That will be next weekend. This is not a reading sprints weekend. This is just a chat tonight. We did this last year for the first time and had so much fun kind of talking through the books that we got from each other, which ones we're most excited about, answering your questions about our process and how we choose the books and any that we might be intimidated by, or just all kinds of things about our Christmas book exchange. So in case anyone doesn't know, we have exchanged Christmas books for the last few years, and we each send each other so that we have a total of 24. And then throughout the month of December, well, really, it happens all before.
All year. I've already bought 2.
I've already bought 2.
Have you really?
Yes.
I have one so far, but I didn't buy it. I found it somewhere.
I was thrifting the other day and I was like, ooh, this has Lindsay's name all over it.
I love it.
Flip a minor for Krista. Yep.
we take all year. Someone asked me this in my comments because they're thinking of starting this up with their friends. And they're like, do you guys give yourself a money limit? I'm like, no, we're cheapskates. Like, and she's like, are they all new or used? I'm like, never new, almost. Sometimes
one time.
Sometimes Book Outlet, if you can.
Yes,
Book
Book Outlet, yeah.
Yep. And sometimes they're, but almost always they're in really good condition because we're all a little particular about that. But sometimes it's an ARC, sometimes it's large print. Sarah sent me a large print one this year, which is totally fine with me because I'm old and that's fine. But yeah, they're just things that we find at library sales, thrift stores, used book sales, or Book Outlet, or that's pretty much
Cheaper the better.
Yeah.
Pretty much
I have people in my book club that know I do this and will bring books they don't want and be like, are these for Amanda, Krista, or Sarah?
You mean they don't know us well enough to be like, this one is for Amanda.
Yeah, right?
I love it.
This is for Sarah.
I love it.
Right.
So let's start with like what your process is, because I just put up a vlog.
Which was so good.
It was really good.
Really good.
And then there's part of it where I'm like, why didn't I get that book?
I know. I wanted that one. I wanted that one. And then I see the one I wanted on your Pengo. And I'm like, son of a biscuit.
Which ones?
I
don't even remember.
That's so funny.
But
send me your wish list.
I do watch Krista and Sarah's Pengo though, because if I see something on there that I want, I'll be like, hey, take that off Pengo.
I love it.
I want to know how some got to me that you originally had and like the other girl.
Yes, I did, because I think I had too many witchy books in Sarah's pile. And so I needed to spread out the witchiness. And I know both of you enjoy that. And then the history of witches, I think I gave you that one, Lindsay.
Yes.
And that I got after I had already sorted through everything. I found it. I'm like, oh man, this is like historical fiction and witches. This is definitely a Lindsay book.
I can't wait.
Lindsay gave me that same book last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, buddy race.
I think I even wrote in it.
I bought it for myself, so.
I think I even wrote in it, like, I wish I would have kept this for myself.
That's so funny. Well, Amanda, I had to clip out one part of the vlog because I was so determined to give you one of the books. And then I realized it's a library book that I have checked out from the library right now. It's somehow not in the mix of all those other books. I'm like, wait, I cannot send this to Amanda. It's currently checked out from my library.
Wouldn't that be
it would have been really funny to leave all that in, but I was like so determined. I'm like, oh, I think Amanda will really like this one.
Well, what book was it?
And then I realized it wasn't going to be for you because it was a Bennett woman, so it was like, so it was definitely a Krista book, which is why I was.
You really thought it was going to be for me? That's so funny, though.
I went through a whole thing.
I would die laughing if I like unwrapped a library book.
Oh my
word. Wasn't a discard, and you're like, can you send that back?
So Andy is already requesting behind the scenes from everybody next year.
Oh,
should.
Right.
I kind of lost steam and then forgot to do like shipping them. And then Sarah, we exchanged in person in Fredericksburg. I could have put clips from that in there. So I lost steam towards the end. I was like, oh yeah.
My favorite part of the vlog was watching you make the Wisconsin watercolors and you being like, yeah, this one's crap. No, this one's crap too. No, this one's crap too.
I hate
them anyway. Whatever.
They did grow on me, but I was so frustrated making them.
You were so mad. You're like, this is stupid.
They turned out okay at the end.
I thought it was great.
Great.
I never thought when I opened mine that you were not thoroughly
not happy with it.
Oh my
Yeah,
word.
that wasn't the way it was meant to be.
It's
But
so
that was
funny.
cracking me up watching you. You're like, no, this one sucks. That one's for Sarah. Now,
Okay, so if I do a vlog though, then I can't drink while I'm writing out the gift tags. Like
oh my goodness.
Yes, you
that
can.
is so much more fun. So we had a Marco Polo from Lindsey one night. She is a little past tipsy, and she's like, I'm writing out tags for your Christmas book exchange books, and I'm wrapping them, and I'm forgetting what books they are and who they are, and so as I'm reading the tags, knowing that she was tipsy while she was writing them, oh my goodness, it was so funny.
When you read them out loud, though, I was like, well, that's not as funny as I thought it was. At the time, it was hilarious.
You're like, these are hilarious. They're so funny. And then you're like, what?
Well, that really wasn't. That was kind of dumb.
But that would be so funny to watch in a vlog. I would watch that. Please do it. Please do it next year.
Please.
Oh,
That
I
would
love
be
it.
so
I
funny.
should say, but I want to hear more about, I know we shared it last year, but it's been a new year, lots of new people, about how you choose your books and all of that jazz. But in the chat, if you guys have questions, feel free to write out questions and I'll just star them so I won't miss them. I'm seeing the comments come in. I'm just not going to put every comment on the screen because I want you guys to hear from us a lot tonight. So, yeah. Go ahead. Why don't we go backwards on my screen? Sarah, we'll go counterclockwise. Tell us your process because we're all very different.
Yeah.
Well, let me guess, you make a list.
I do. I make several lists.
No shade.
No, I guess because when I was watching yours, Krista, you just pile a bunch of books and you're like, I have 15 times more books than I'm going to need. And I'm more like, I will buy a book specifically for a person. Like when I buy it, I know who I have in mind, or I'll get something that's like historical fiction could be for any of you three. So I just have to figure out who doesn't have it or who hasn't read it. But usually I kind of already know either what I'm looking for or the specific books I want to give you guys. Sometimes it's something I've read and I'm not going to keep, but I think you guys will like it. Sometimes it's arcs that I get that I don't particularly want to read, but I know you guys would like it. But I'm usually like, I know exactly what I'm getting. So I don't usually have extra.
You're very methodical.
I'm methodical about it. And I do have lists.
I love it.
And we're all shocked.
Yeah.
Okay, but once you have the books then, what do you do? You check Goodreads.
I check Goodreads.
Before you buy them?
Yes. I'll check Goodreads before I buy them so that way I don't buy them and then not need it.
Okay.
But sometimes I'll buy it and then you guys will haul it after I buy it. So I'm like, well, crap.
It's very realistic. All of us have.
Which is why we don't spend a lot of money on the books.
Yes. Yeah. And then sometimes I'll get something and maybe if I want it, if I don't need to send it to you guys, then I just keep it. So I'm not mad about that. But yeah. So. Nice. But I have to check all your stuff multiple times, even if I have my final piles, because sometimes they'll pop up.
Usually like late summer, we're like, okay, everybody check your Goodreads, make sure it's up to date, make sure you've added everything in there. Like we send out a call, like a reminder to keep your Goodreads updated because we send our stuff by the middle of November at the latest.
At the latest, yeah.
Like early November, kind of like right after Halloween, we try to get it in the mail so that we have it in time to do everything. Because actually we do film not all month long in December.
What?
Yes, we do. What do you mean?
No, shush. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
They don't need to know all the secrets.
But I have to get my tree out just to film.
That's what this is. Behind the scenes, right? This is behind the scenes.
How many of us get out Christmas decorations specifically to film this?
I mean, that's...
Nope, I film right here. Nope, nothing changes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Nope.
All right, Lindsay, what do you do that's different or not different?
I'm trying to think. I'm similar to Krista with I have a pile, yet there are certain ones. So now throughout the year, as I start watching your videos, I will start making a list on my phone of ones that I hear you guys saying, oh, I really like that, or I would love to read that, or whatever. So I kind of have an idea of what I'm looking for. Yet it's kind of like, if I come across it, it'd be fantastic. Except for, was it, I think last year, Sarah, when I gave you Jennifer Hillier's Wonderland, that one wasn't, that one was a little different. But so I have a huge pile that I will pull from, similar to Krista. But my process, so I separate them into piles of who I think it should go to, and then I put them in order of Goodreads rating instead of like picking out certain ones, whatever. And then I kind of pick from there.
Lindsay's also really bad about when we all go book shopping together. When we get together, she'll like follow you around the bookstore, and you'll look at a book and be like, "Oh, that sounds so good," and then you put it back, and then she comes right behind you and takes it off and buys it for you. Pretty sure she did that with all of us.
I did it for all of you.
Yep.
I love it.
I use the information given to me.
That's right.
Yes.
And
Right.
I make
Wise.
decisions
That's wise.
that are
She does that though. She just is like, shoot, that one goes in there.
Or she says, you don't want to read that book's terrible. And then she turns around and buys it for her.
She turns around and buys it.
Or Sarah's like, Lindsay, you put a book on Pango that would be really, really awesome. And I'm like, well, it's gone.
Yeah.
It shows up.
It shows up.
Amanda,
I
how about
love
you?
this, Melinda. So what Lindsay is saying is that she makes a list.
It's a list of possibilities.
It's a pile.
Still a list.
If I remember to do it.
I love it.
I 110% do not make a list at all.
No one's.
I'm very much in the vein of Krista, except I don't buy as many as Krista. Like when you had all those books, I'm like, holy banana pants.
Well, again, a lot of them are from Little Free Libraries or fill a bag for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely
library.
need to fill a bag.
I mean, I'm a good thrifty person.
You are.
You have a lot of.
Resources.
You have so many resources by you.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
very limited resources by me.
Yeah. So I do a lot of mine is thrifting or library book sales. And I read a synopsis or I see an author that I know that they have liked in the past. And I look on Goodreads to see if they have it. And then if they don't have it, I buy it. And then typically around July or August, I'll look at my stack and be like, okay, who do I still need to buy books for? Where am I at? Am I good with certain people? And that's when I'm like more focused on, okay, I need 3 books more for Krista or, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty particular about like knowing for certain when I buy a book, I have some books that are like, they could go anywhere. They're kind of filler books, but I definitely want to make sure that when I'm making my piles, I don't have all middle grade and historical fiction in Krista's stack or all thrillers in Sarah's stack or, whatever. I want to make sure that I'm giving a variety to everybody. So I will float books back and forth that way to make sure that there's variety.
I like that. I did that too this year. I noticed like I would look at Lindsay's stack and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of one type of book here. And that's going to move around a little bit at the end.
Yeah.
But we all have a little bit of overlap. So it works to move some things around. Like if it's a thriller or a darker book, Sarah and Lindsay are in it. And, and if it's a middle grade, Amanda and I are in it. Like, yeah. And Sarah, you read some middle grade. And then the 3 of us read a lot more historical fiction. But even Sarah will read a little historical fiction here and there. So that we do have a lot of overlap in our reading. I wouldn't say any of us are book twins. Like none of us read exactly the same by any means, but I think we know each other's tastes really well now. I think
almost to the point where we can buy a book that might be outside of the comfort zone, yet we know them well enough that
Amanda.
And I have been wanting to read this book so bad, but it's like you would never pick My Sister the Serial Killer and be like, that's an Amanda book.
No, it wasn't.
Book, yeah.
I just couldn't resist putting it in there as an outlier. I love to have one
And it was a great pick. And it's
Yeah.
like not a super long one. It's not like super intimidating. So
Like, get your feet wet.
Kind of fun though. I've heard good things about it.
I've
so
heard really good things about it.
hopefully you like it.
I read it. It's good. Yeah.
I think Sarah is the only one who checks anything on Goodreads before purchasing.
It depends on the price for me.
Do, if I can.
Yeah.
If I'm like, now if I'm at a library book sale and things are just chaotic, sometimes I won't, especially if it's like $1 or less a book, it's not worth it. But if it's like I'm at a thrift store and I'm paying like $4 for it, I'll check before. Yeah. And especially if
I've been checking the ratings too.
I want to make sure that the rating is at least decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have
I've been paying more attention to that.
Do you have a low end? Like, what do you try to get your ratings above?
3.7.
3.75 and higher.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
The only one I sent this past year that was below that was the girls on the 17 Swan Street, whatever one that I sent to Sarah. But that one was like, I cannot send this to her. I don't care if it's a horrible book. Like, I can't not send this one to her.
And I think, Lindsay, you had one that was just about at the edge, and I wouldn't have probably sent it, but it was on your want to read list. Like, you had already marked it as want to read. So I'm like, okay, she already says she wants to read it. So
yeah,
I will give it to her anyway. All right. Before we get into our favorites, we do have a few questions. So let's see. Where did I find? Oh, Razor Blade Tears.
My Darkest Prayer. Yep.
The problem with getting so many books and just putting them in a bag is I have no clue where I found that.
Probably a library book sale or something.
Library book sale or a little free library. Like, yeah, I have no idea where I got it. But I'm so glad I found it, and I had no clue that it was. Is it like a re-release? Or
yeah, they re-released it because I think this one, it was either indie published or self-published. I think indie published maybe, but now he's been picked up by a big publisher and they're re-releasing it. And I like this cover better, the older one. So
nice.
I'm happy.
Very happy. How expensive is it to mail the books? Well, we did exchange some in person. So that saves. And we do send them media mail. I send my media mail, even though there's a little bit of extras in there, but it's usually, I don't know, like $8 or $9, I think.
Yeah, it's like $7.
Yeah, $8 or $9 per box. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like, if we know we're getting together, like Amanda, you and I,
we exchanged books.
And then Kristen and Sarah exchanged.
Yeah, we exchanged.
Because we were able to get to see each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Oh, this is Pengo. She corrected it later. Yeah, Sarah and I both sell books on Pengo.
I've sold books on Pengo, so is Lindsey.
Yeah, all of us have sold on Pengo.
And I bought books on Pengo too.
I just bought one today.
I buy books on Pengo like it's going out of style. I've never had Pengo send me the money. I just use it all as Pengo bucks. And then I've seen how much I've made on Pengo, and I've spent easily over $300 on books in Pengo.
Holy crap! It's Kristen.
You can see that?
Because it shows
you can see how much you've made. Your total earnings, lifetime earnings. Yeah.
I want to know.
It shows you how much you've made total, and then it shows you what's currently in your Pengo bucks. And I'm like, well, that's like $300 difference. Whoops. But I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
Ooh, fine.
Oh, we kind of already said this. We just use regular
USPS mail. Very unreliable, but it's
which is why we send them.
Sometimes they even get there.
Yeah. Well, that's why. Yeah, that's why we don't. That's why we have an early day. Like,
or they come covered in popcorn.
Lindsay, next year your box is going to come pristine. It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna drive the darn thing down there.
Chris is like, okay.
All right, come on over. I love it. What day then is December 24th for you guys? Because I spilled the beans.
The same day that December 1st is.
It's in November.
It's typically the end of November.
Once we get everybody's boxes of books, once all of the books are in our houses, it's impossible to wait.
We can't wait. Yeah.
So we gather 4 Christmas shirts and we set up our Christmas tree if we need to. And we open them all at once. So we
Yep.
just have to remember, this is week 1 of our Christmas book exchange where we explain everything. And this is week 2. If you missed last week, go check it out. Like, we remember all the things and we just film them, and then we hop on Marco Polo either at the end or in the middle, and we're like, oh my word.
Yeah.
We give each other our comments and our thoughts.
Immediate reaction. Yeah.
So we don't have to wait. I still watch all of your videos.
Well, and it's not.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
Not because it is so much fun to watch them open
Actual reaction,
yes.
live reaction.
Actual reaction.
Like,
yeah.
and mine this year was especially like the bonus stuff. I wanted to see everybody's reaction to the bonus stuff this year.
Yeah. Made me cry.
So cool.
Was bonus.
It was very cool. Yeah. I think I got all the questions that were already on there. 300 maybe sticker shock, but it's 300 you did not spend out of your pocket. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you very much for your support.
They're like $3.
For my
all logical.
Unfortunately, no, I don't think it's international right now. I don't even think Canada.
Yeah, it's US only. Yeah.
US. So Gail, Pango Bucks, if I sell books on Pango, I get a small commission off of each book, depending on the whatever. And then that goes into an account, and that's my Pango Bucks. And I can set up for them to send that to my bank account, or I can use that money to shop on Pango and purchase other books, which is what I always choose to do.
Melinda.
I love that.
We are ruining Melinda's life right now.
That's the best comment ever. I love it.
Oh my goodness. So, Melinda, my dad actually did not make those signs, the reed signs. I bought the wood reed, like it's just a word, and it was made out of wood at Target on clearance after back to school time. They were out at back to school time, just like plain unfinished wood. And I bought them for like $3 each at Target. And then I printed on my printer the book covers, traced them out, and Mod Podged them on. And that was the process. So my dad didn't make them. And that's why I had a lot of people ask if I would like make them. And unfortunately, the answer is no, because I don't have access to those letter things anymore. And I also can't resell book covers like that because of copyright.
Right. So. I'll never go to Disney without thinking about that again. Oh, Tara, I love it. After she watched the vlog, she went back and watched all the videos again, and she chooses Tara's haul. That's funny. Oh, I would love. That's a great question.
A good haul.
If you've watched all the videos, like whose piles of books do you feel like you most read? Like which of the 4 of us were you like, oh, that's so good, or oh, I want that one the most? If you watch,
that is a good question. Yeah.
It is my channel, and I have a feeling a lot of you, but I don't know.
There's a lot of crossover.
We read all the same.
I got the first vote. Thank you.
I know. Sarah's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
See, look, it's another one. Sarah.
I love it. Yeah, we don't have the self-control to wait, Teresa.
No. As soon as we get them, we're like, we're doing it.
Especially to wait like weeks.
Yeah, no.
To spread it out.
Nope.
Amanda,
although Krista is pretty patient. I would say out of all of us, Krista's the most patient. She's like, I can open them whenever.
Yeah.
It's fine. And I'm like, no.
Nope. Now.
I love it. Krista and a mix of Lindsey. We got a nice variety here. Amanda. Krista with Lindsey. Krista, use the poll. Nah, it's a lot of work. I'm the Lindsey reader.
Oh my goodness.
Sarah. Nice. A lot of variety. Sarah and Krista. Krista and Amanda. We watch all of you. Yay, you guys are the best.
Yay.
Sarah and Lindsey. I'm such a mix. All y'all.
All y'all. Love it.
You are a mixed Destiny. You read a huge variety of stuff. A few more from Lindsay's. Nice.
I think Sarah wins.
Yeah.
I know. Sarah has a lot.
I got a good stack.
Too hard to decide whose pile. I have commonalities with all of you. Love it. I would say each one of you, I always see a book. I know. Mix of everyone. Kristen, Amanda, Sarah, Lindsay. Cool. Fun. All right. Let's hear. Should we start? Let's start with the ones that we're like, not sure about this one. What book did you open and you're like, not sure about this one? And we are not taking anything personally. Like
I will, but that's okay.
This is all.
I am. I'm judging.
I'm not allowed to take
I'm going to go cry about this later.
honestly.
Oh, I forgot I got this one.
I think I only have
one.
I think I only have one too. But I do think it. I do think. Oh no!
I got a lot of really good books this year, guys.
It's just like I don't know.
I don't know.
Come on, Linz, you got to pick one.
All right, I got one. All right, go, Amanda. You go first this time.
Okay, the only one I had that I was like, I don't know if I'll end up reading this or not was Of Mess and Moxie.
Okay.
I might, but that was all the other ones. I'm like, ooh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
This one, I'm just not super into like self-helpy type books at all, like nonfiction. So other than that, that was my only one.
I will say I listened to that on audio and she reads it and I loved it.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll do it that way.
And I don't even have kids. It's definitely like a mom, a lot of mom illustrations.
Okay.
And just like dealing with your life, but still having a
Ooh, maybe I'll listen to it on audio then.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
So that's one that I actually did
listen to everything on audio.
But Sarah, what was your one?
My one. Only because I don't really read Christian fiction.
Okay, but he's not really. He is, but like it's not going to beat you over the head with anything. He deals with evil.
Okay.
Good. I think you're going to love it. Actually, he's pretty creepy.
Okay. Oh.
But I get.
I'm going to read it.
Here's Kristen defending all her books.
I'm not going to take it personally.
You're not going to take it personally.
No, you're going to love it.
Wait, I got to pick one out of Krista's book.
Oh yeah, pick Krista's book, Lindsay.
Did you get one, Linz?
I do. And only saying this because it's the third in a series and I'm not good at finishing series.
I'll just mention that somebody handed me that book and told me to buy it for her when we were shopping. So, you know.
I might have been drinking. I don't know.
And then
Just saying.
Only because there's nothing on the cover to draw me into this. Like reading the description, I think I could like it, but it sounds like it's going to be super sad, which I'm not opposed to a sad book, but there's literally nothing. There's nothing.
But it's about grief, and you like books about grief.
I do, and I'm sure that I'll probably enjoy it, but just based on like opening it, I was like, what?
Like you'd never pick that up, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, what is this? Yeah.
I would just like to point out that nobody picked any books out of my pile.
I mean,
challenge accepted.
Oh, well, I had two others and they were
Late.
both from Lindsay. I'm not sure about this one.
I gave that one to Lindsay. You guys
We'll read
should
it together.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it though.
But it's about grief.
It has a really high rating.
It does. It does. I know, right? Challenge. Now you have to read that book and see if you do like it or not.
Okay. Put that one to the side. Oh, should I have to read two more before?
Sorry.
You picked it. I love it. 3 was a favorite of Christy's when she was a teen.
Oh, okay.
He has a lot that are series, and that's a standalone. So I wanted you to try Ted Decker, and I think that is a good one to go with. It's like a suspenseful. Yeah,
I trust you.
Read it, Sarah. Sheesh.
Read it.
Right now. I'll start right now. Gosh.
Okay. Now opposite end. Like a book that you opened and you're like, oh my word, I cannot believe I have this book. I'm so excited.
I have
They have
two.
to be
Can I
just
have
one.
two?
No, you
I
could
know.
maybe one from
Okay.
everybody.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's cute that you think I have these organized by person.
Ooh, I have them organized by person.
I do.
I do not.
I don't even have them organized by person, Lindsay.
Whoa!
I know.
Thank you. It's not the case at all. Actually, opposite, but I will take that a compliment and run with it.
Oh, it's the angle of the camera.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, Krista, create a buddy read for the Mermaids book with Lindsay and followers. She has that in her TBR. Okay, Caitlin. Maybe kind of summertime though. I don't feel like it's a wintertime read.
Okay, I have two, and I'm pretty sure they're both from Sarah. So, this whole picking one out of each pile isn't going to be helpful.
Okay. I picked one.
Wait, maybe this one's from Lindsay.
All right,
Oh, yeah, this one's from Lindsay. I can tell because of the tag.
That's why we save those tags. Lindsay, just go find a recap. Just go find a recap for the first 2 books in that series.
Oh, there you go. You could cheat.
All right, Sarah, you want to go first?
I'll go first. Okay, so I have one from each. Okay, so Krista is My Darkest Prayer. Probably no one's surprised with my reaction on this one.
I'm shocked.
I know. All right, for Amanda, actually, this one, I was like, after I read the description, I was really excited because this is like me in a book. To the point, like it's set where I live right now, like it's in military and all that stuff. So I'm really excited about that one. And then Lindsay, I hugged this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
Obviously.
I got it for you.
See,
Yeah,
I bought
so-
it for you.
I love it.
Yep, very excited for that one.
Nice. I'll do mine. I did not know Tana Lai had more books, and so I'm super excited about this.
I was so excited when I found that. That immediately went in your pile.
So beautiful. Like the cover of this is stunning. I love it. Oh. And let me see. Lindsay, Alan Gratz. I'm so excited for this one too. Both middle grades now. Like I love it. Love it, love it. And
That one is actually from my girls. I'm like, what's your favorite? I gave them options and they picked that one.
Aw, love.
I love that.
And then Sarah, this one made me laugh because I did haul it in my last haul right before opening books.
And I yelled at you.
But I am really excited. I've put my actual copy on Pango and I'm keeping this one.
Wait, what was the first one you picked? Sorry.
Butterfly Yellow.
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay. I literally just had a complete, like my mind went blank.
All right, Amanda, what were your picks?
Okay, so mine from Krista was this one. Just, I don't know why. This one sounds like it's going to be amazing. From Sarah was this one. This one I was so excited.
It's so good.
Excited. And then from Lindsay.
That was one from my book club people.
I really, really, really have been wanting to read that. So
Nice.
for mine.
I love it. Lindsay.
First one is this one.
Yay.
Because I literally was looking all over Madison for it.
She was when we went book shopping in Winona and that other town. Yeah, La Crosse, that place. When we were shopping, she kept every bookstore, she'd go and ask them, do you have a copy of The Glass Castle? And finally I'm like, don't buy a copy of The Glass Castle, Lindsay. She's like, oh, okay.
She yelled at me. And then from Amanda, the Small Admissions.
You're gonna love that book. Class mom vibes.
Yeah, that's what
For real.
That. And then from Sarah, The Three Sisters, which ironically I didn't know about before the gift exchange, but then after, like, see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Which it's kind of like, hey, like, there's barely any red cars, and then you see red cars everywhere. I think it was just that, but yeah. But I loved Tattooist of Auschwitz. And that's who wrote this.
Yeah. So secret, Melinda gave me that copy to give away.
Wow.
Yay, Melinda, joining in.
Melinda, so
Mhm. Yeah.
That's a very
She's like, you can use this for book exchange. I was like, sweet, Lindsay gets it.
I love it.
Ah, see, this is why I love her so much.
I love
And
it.
can we just take a moment to talk about the beyond cuteness of Sarah's little tags?
Yes, they're
For
so
real.
cute. The
For
little
real.
library cards. I love
I just
them.
printed them and put stickers on them, the numbers.
That's way more than I did.
Yeah, that was just
So
yeah,
cute.
They're so cute.
so cute.
The book that I started hearing about a lot afterwards was Beyond That, the Sea, because this doesn't even come out.
That was on. So I messaged Sarah and I'm like, that was on my anticipated releases. How did you gift that to her already? And
Because
she's
it's an
like,
art.
yeah, it was a copy
It
from
was
a
an art.
publisher. I'm like, why
I
didn't you
didn't
give it to
realize.
me?
I
I
didn't
didn't
realize
know.
that it was an ARC until I saw people's anticipated reads, and I saw a couple people that had this on their list. I'm like, oh, I had never heard of it. Now I'm excited to read it.
I got it too, and I'm too selfish to put it in gift exchange. It's mine.
Oh man. Oh, Jennifer bought my copy of The Last House on the Street. I love it. Melinda just read All the Lonely People, and it's so good. Oh, have any?
I like wanted to read that before I sent it to you, and I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm gonna read this first, and I didn't.
You need to read it though; it's really good. All the Lonely People is fantastic.
I want to, yeah.
Has anyone read Ground Zero? I know Amanda did.
My daughters did. They liked it.
I have it, but I haven't read it.
I don't even own that one.
I read it. It was good. Although it was a little graphic for a middle grade book. Like, I will say that. And it might be because the event, like, I'm familiar with it. It's in my lifetime. It's not World War II. It's not something super in the past, you know, whatever. But I did feel like people being caught on fire and
yikes,
like falling and
it's a lot.
I was not smiling at your comments. I was smiling at Jonathan.
Oh, yeah, I know. Jonathan was behind you.
People caught on fire. Oh.
So here's a question for you guys. If it doesn't grab me, I DNF it. Right. I get that. DNFing. What is your stance on DNFing Christmas exchange books?
If it doesn't grab me, I DNF it. That is my stance on.
And we encourage each other to DNF if we're struggling with something. We're like, stop reading it. It doesn't matter. We don't care. Yeah.
Well, especially, I was just looking at my list today because I have a page in my journal that's all of the years. So like this is 2019, 2020, and then 2021, and then this year, 2022. And I'm like, I have 6 more Lindsey from 2019 and 7 more Sarah. I think I'm going to do try chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think especially that year, we didn't know each other as well. So like I have Fact of a Body from Sarah and
don't even.
And I told you not to read it.
Don't read Fact of a Body, just get rid of it.
An Ellen Hillenbrand book, and I just don't like her. But I'm like, I want to at least read a chapter of it. Like I just want to.
Why? To torture
yourself?
yourself?
Because it was a gift.
So, you know how many gifts you got to do the Marie Kondo thing, right? So
no,
the
I'm
gift
not doing the Marie Kondo.
The gift was to the person that was gifting it to you to bring them joy, so that they could see the joy on your face. Mission accomplished. Check. Done. Get rid of it. It did its job, and now it can find a new home.
I'm still going to do a try chapter with them because I think that's fun.
She's not listening.
I appreciate your.
But we have witnesses now that we told you not to do it.
Yeah.
This is Krista. I appreciate your thoughts. Is Krista's way of saying STFU.
I'm still doing it.
I'm still doing what I want.
I'm a grown woman. I can do what I want.
Clear those off my shelf though, because this cart's getting a little full. There's no room for next year on here right now. I got to clear it off.
Oh, mine are on the floor. My cart is full, and I have 2 piles on the floor because.
Well, because you guys the first year did 24 each.
Yeah, but I got rid of a lot of those from like a lot of the ones that Lisa had gotten me. I got rid of. I still have all of Lindsay.
I got rid of almost all of Lisa's. Like she didn't. That was
There was
It's
no
not me.
process. There was no process. It was just like, here's a book. Here's a
No,
book.
it was
actually
because
did
it was
not
the
do
first
that.
year we were just playing.
Yeah.
So last year on my book cart, it pretty much it takes up a whole shelf on the book cart, right?
Yeah.
So like 2 sides,
Yeah.
1 year,
Yeah.
and now I'm down
1
to
year.
1 side on from last year's. So I read half of
Nice.
it.
Yeah, nice.
Good for you.
Because I was able to easily fit this year's on my cart, and my knock on wood goal is to be better at tracking stuff this year, because I know I must have read a bunch off of it because there was room.
Yeah.
I just don't know how many.
I like being able to see which ones I read in a year. Oh, I DNF'd one this year. Old Heart from Amanda last year. I DNF'd that.
Yeah. I've DNF'd a couple here and there.
I should have read DNF'd Art of
And some of them are older ones too. Like I think we know each other a little bit better now. So I think we're
Yeah.
And there are a lot of books that we gift each other that we have never heard of. Like
Right.
chances are, if Chris has never heard of it, I've never heard of it either. But the synopsis sounds good and it has a decent rating on Goodreads, so we're just gonna go with it. So
Right.
if it ends up being total crap, like
it's fine.
it's no
Right.
harm, no foul. Like,
And usually on top of it, it's only $1. Whew.
Right, right.
and we didn't write it, so it's fine. Like it doesn't matter.
That's right. The only other one that I was thinking about, what on earth is this? Lindsey, your bonus book?
I know.
The title is like, what on earth, Bucking the Sarge? But I love Christopher Paul Curtis.
And that's what
So
I
I'm like,
saw.
oh, okay. You guys did so good this year with finding books by authors I've read before.
but never knew that
But
there
didn't
was
know
any
they
other.
had other. Like, I've never heard of this one.
That
I
was
didn't
a
know
random
it was
one.
by Holly
Yep.
Goldberg Sloan. And
I have that one too.
the O'Connor one.
And I have that one too.
And this one, like a gazillion.
And I have that one too.
Oh my goodness.
A ton of people on my recommend me a book
It
this
is
year.
so good.
One. So that's
a
You will
popular one.
cry. 100% you will cry.
basically my middle grade March TBR is like,
I did the
Sorry,
first day you opened like all middle grade, and I'm like, oh crap. Like, Krista got all middle grade.
I love it. So
But
it's
she's
fine.
happy. Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Fact of her body is pretty hard. I'm not a sensitive reader, but this one was troubling.
Yeah. Don't read it, Krista. Don't.
Okay. I won't.
Don't.
She's
I won't
gonna
read it.
She's gonna do it anyways.
read stop her. I know.
So excited for February. I have a stack of books and keep adding it to it for the readathon. I told my husband not to comment on the growing pile. It's
Your husband can comment all he wants because he did you a solid.
I know, Destiny. I told the girls about your husband's gift of getting away for the evening
awesome.
and the next day, and I just think that that's awesome.
And we're all
I didn't
jealous and we want to join you. Yeah.
He also told her, I didn't tell you the second part. She was like talking about what she could bring as far as food and having snacks and stuff. He's like, no, you order in, you go to a restaurant, you to get takeout. He's like, you're not making food.
Your
in
husband
the
wins
hotel room.
husband of the year. My husband's like,
He
wait,
wins
you're
all the
making
things.
what?
He
You're
does.
pretending to read with strangers on the internet. I don't understand.
No, that does not. He doesn't get it. He's like, so we're gonna do this other thing. I'm like, no, I'm busy. Like for 24 hours, you can survive without me.
But Ken,
Mine's going out of town. He'll be out of town, so it'll.
Maybe I'll send him out of town. You know what? Might be onto something.
All right, send him with the kids too, right? You guys need to get away. A daddy-child weekend.
Yeah. Good quality time.
Mhm.
send him like to Door County or something.
And that's what I was thinking. Like, it's easily a condo up
I'll
there.
send Brett. They can hang out together.
Perfect.
Could you imagine?
Oh my god.
I can't
Our
imagine
husbands
Josh
would
and
be
Brett
like,
together. Oh my
"Never
gosh, they're the same
again."
person. Yep.
Yeah, Josh and Brett are like the same people. So
Yeah, they're the same.
That's so funny.
Okay, what was our other question?
oh yeah.
When you're setting the printables, later, the week of the retreat.
Yeah,
You'll
the
get that.
packet, yeah.
I forget what my other question was.
Oh, any that got big reactions.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
did any of mine get big reactions?
I was trying to pull some from each, like one from each of you that I know got a lot of comments.
Like from other people?
Yeah, like in the comments.
Yeah, like when people
What's the
comment,
one that
they're like,
got the
"Ooh, that
most
was so good."
for me, defending Jacob.
Yes.
This got
That's
the
a good
most.
one. I'm trying to think.
I think the one that got the most for me was the butterfly garden.
Oh, and the other one was the Paris Library.
Oh, nice.
Is that the
Mm.
softcover or hardcover?
Soft.
The hardcover has like gorgeous end papers.
Oh.
Mm.
No, but
Is
it
that
does
an
have a
arc?
really
I think that's an
cool
arc.
map.
Love that.
Yeah, this is an arc.
Yeah. So I
Sarah,
think the
I
one.
didn't realize until Sarah just told me it was an arc.
Sarah sends the most arcs because she gets the most arcs.
Mhm.
True that.
Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing.
Thank you for sharing
You're
Share the
welcome.
love.
with us.
You're welcome. Sometimes I even read them. I read Paris Library. It was good.
Was it any good?
This one got like, yeah, it was good. I liked it.
It's so good.
This one got a lot. Yeah. And then The Beekeeper of Aleppo was another one that got. Everyone's like, that's so good. I'm like, I've never heard of that.
Aleppo?
Did I say that? I probably said that. Probably.
I rewatched the videos right before this to write down the ones that I gave everybody because I didn't remember. And I heard you open it and go, The Beekeeper of El Pepo.
Oh,
And I started cracking
Oh.
up.
Fine.
I was
And
like,
then Meet Me in Paradise got a lot too.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. A lot of people were like, it's so much fun. So
I love you so much, Sarah.
People were very intrigued by this one, what the moon saw. Nobody had heard of it before, but a lot of people were like, "Oh my word!"
The cover is so pretty.
Cover is
really
gorgeous.
cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
I don't
That was
remember where I got that.
The mermaids one, I think, got a lot of comments when we believed in mermaids. Oh, a lot of people had read already the Lost and Found bookshop, so this got a lot of comments for sure. I don't think anything else was like standout as far as comments.
Yeah, I think that was it as far as mine.
how about you, Lindsay? Did you show anything already? I missed.
Yeah. Butterfly garden.
Oh.
Butterfly Garden, that's right.
What book from each of your stacks that you sent me do you really want me to read?
Oh yeah, we did this last year. I forgot.
And then I read them.
Oh, so yeah. See, that's why I wrote down what I sent you guys because I did not remember.
What did I say?
I did not write down what I sent.
Oh,
Um,
I didn't
I
either.
did my homework.
I didn't do my homework.
here is what
Oh,
Krista
sweet.
sent me. Krista sent me these.
I want you to read the Wisconsin. Was it Blur? The one that takes place in Wisconsin? Because that's one that I had never heard of before.
Yes.
But then when I learned that it took place in Wisconsin, I'm like, oh, that's a Lindsey book.
Okay. And I have another pile of the ones that I'm most excited about. So that's over there. So you can't pick of those. So this one's Sarah's pile.
The fact that you
Butterfly
can read
Garden.
that is beyond me.
Butterfly garden.
Yeah, because Audrey loved that one too. So you can talk to Audrey about it.
Amanda, should I take the Constitution out?
No, because that's the one I'm going to pick for all of you.
What do you want me to read?
So I want you to read Transcendent
I
Kingdom.
knew you were going to say that. I'm really nervous about it.
I think you're going to like Small Admissions the most.
I already have that in my other pile.
Okay, but I really think that you'll like Transcendent Kingdom.
Okay.
Listen to the audiobook if you want. I know Krista didn't like it. That's okay. We can agree to disagree, I guess.
Still love you.
But
I DNF'd it. I didn't even finish it. I could
just
not.
try it.
Ugh, I'm so bored.
Just try it.
I'm so excited. Great.
That
Okay.
one. All right, Sarah.
Yeah.
I want you to read the S.A. Cosby one, obviously. No, but that's what you would pick for
Obviously.
yourself. Let me see.
I would.
What else did I send you?
You sent me this one. I was real excited about this one. Too.
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, read that one.
Yeah.
I like how you're like,
got it.
Krista read it, and I think Lindsay read it.
Think.
I'm
But
like,
who read it first? I told Krista and
But
Lindsay.
Amanda read it first.
Me, that too.
First.
You love me.
I
Everything's
do love you. I love you the mostest.
Love you.
All right, Lindsay, pick a book for Sarah.
You want me to pick the final girls support group, and I'm not going to, and I'm going to tell you to read Meet
I
Me in
know.
Paradise.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
In Paris?
In Paradise.
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 Oh, there's some snark in there, and it's fantastic.
Ooh, okay. Yes.
Love it.
All right.
February.
I might have to read that one too.
Yeah.
You just add it to someone else's pile when you're done. And then Amanda, pick a book for Sarah.
I want you to read Orphan number 8.
Ooh, I have that too, Sarah. We
Oh.
can read together.
I know, because Lindsay almost got it, but then I saw she had it.
Love
So
it.
then you got it.
Yeah, I had never heard of this.
It
So
sounds so good.
awesome.
I read it
Okay,
before
I put this.
and I don't remember what I thought about it, but I did read it.
So
Amanda,
forgettable.
At least you're not going. "Bleh."
Right? Yeah, thanks.
I want you to read the serial killer one. Cause
Oh, my sister the serial killer?
yeah.
Okay.
Although that's probably what you would have picked.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Ah,
You'll never know.
I want Amanda to read Defending Jacob.
Nice.
I need to read that. And then you can
I
watch
feel
Chris
like I gave that
Evans.
to you for a book exchange.
What?
Did I give that to you, Sarah, as for a book exchange? No? Okay.
Defending Jacob. Sarah, what do you want Amanda to read?
Do I need to
It's between the Mike Gale or Yellow Wife.
Oh, both are fabulous choices.
Oh, Yellow Wife.
I'm gonna say Yellow Wife. Yep. Because I think you're gonna read that one on your own. Well, you're gonna read both of them, but
I'm gonna read both.
Yellow Wife.
Yeah, these
I
are both
know,
pretty
I know.
high on my list anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Yellow-
on the list.
So good.
Just put them
They're
both. That's fine.
both of them were in my favorites of 2022 pile.
So
they're both
excited.
fantastic.
And I actually already started one.
Did
I
you?
already started this one.
Nice.
Is it
Ooh.
good? I have that
Eyes of
too.
Minnow Bly.
It's weird.
Have you read it?
Yeah. I took that right off my shelf and gave it to you.
It sounds so good. Although I do find it interesting that it's immediately like they cut our hands off, but then on the front,
There's
holding
hands.
the book.
She's got hands. Yeah.
Okay, me. What
Okay.
am I going to read? What do you want me to read?
Oh. So I want you to read. Well, I want you to read Fish in a Tree, but I also want you to read Butterfly Yellow.
Okay. Pick one for February and one for March.
I'm gonna pick the middle grade for March. And
They're both middle grade. I'll read this one.
no, I don't think that one's middle grade.
Scott Odell. Isn't that middle grade?
Or it could be YA.
I mean, Matt De La Pena is the
He's kind of YA though.
no.
Matt De La Pena is.
Who is the publisher?
Harper.
Oh.
I don't know actually.
I was gonna say because I thought when I looked it up. Here, I'm gonna look it up.
I was gonna say, yeah, look it up and see if it has an age range on it.
I mean, it's definitely wide margin, but YA is like that too.
Like it, yeah.
Wide margins and double spaced. And super short chapters.
Oh, I love short chapters.
So do I. It says YA.
Okay,
Oh,
so February,
Yeah,
March.
teen.
Okay, it's going on my February pile right now. No, it's not. It's going right here. All right, Sarah. What would you like me to read?
What did I send you?
Here. Oh,
Lindsay has piles. That was very helpful. Oh, okay. Oh, my Monticello.
Ooh.
okay. Ooh. That's short stories. Perfect.
Yep. And that's part of your goal, yeah?
Yep.
One of your goals.
All right, Lindsay.
He's like, can I see my options? Poor
Yeah.
favorite.
Por favor.
This is when my list would have come in handy.
Yeah. Where were we on that one?
Guess who made the list? The unorganized one.
Backwards.
That's
It's backwards. Okay. Ooh.
I'm impressed you guys have them all together. Mine are all scattered.
I
Yeah,
sent
mine
you
are
some
everywhere.
good books.
Yeah, you did.
I want you to read the Alan Gratz one.
Okay, sweet. I love it.
Cool. Did this end up in my pile because it was in Wisconsin?
Yeah, 100%. But it's also like thrillery.
Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about it. Had a decent rating.
So, here, this was the other one. I found out after I got this guy is from the town I live in.
Hastings.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. That's
Like,
awesome.
he's like local in my city, local.
Local AF.
And he's
Like
a
you
new
could
book
drive
coming
by
out.
his house.
That's what it's about, Lindsay.
What?
Supper clubs.
Oh!
Oh my word.
We never did take them to a supper club.
I know.
Lindsay, do you have that book?
I think so.
Because I had it in your pile.
Yeah.
But I
And
think
I'm pretty sure I have it.
Yeah.
Have you read it?
No.
You want to read it?
Sure. Let's read it together. We got lots of buddy reads going on here.
I love it. I
My
think we
oldest-
did that a lot last year too, and then never did.
I know.
Pretty sure I'm buddy reading something in February with somebody. I don't remember what, and I don't remember who. So if it's you and you're in the comments,
Yeah, if you're here, let us know.
This is 100%. This is 100% true. It's exceptional and heartbreaking all in one.
Oh, I believe that. Those are my favorite ones.
And I have it too. So
Oh, we should read it.
down there. I know, we should read it.
It's so good.
I'm just gonna go through my cart and cross-reference everything and let you know who
Yeah.
I'm gonna be buddy reading what with.
By the way, we're reading this. Get ready.
Hey, and we're all gonna have to read this.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
In July.
Everybody in July. It's actually really good. I read the
What's
entire
July
thing
for?
when I was doing like homeschooling my kids. We did a government study and I read the whole thing and it was really, really good.
Nice. You're so funny. I love it. If we all cracked up when we opened it.
For real. I about gave them all a bookstore in Madison when I found out that they didn't even own a copy of the Constitution.
Hey, I technically do, but it's like Matt has it. It's not mine. And we have the Bill of Rights.
Definitely do not. I have Google.
We have the Constitution and the Bill. Well, now we have 2 copies because Sophia brought a copy back from Independence Hall.
Nice.
That was her one of her souvenirs that she brought back for my husband.
Jennifer has been to your town many, many years ago. Very beautiful when I was there. You can remember Buddy Reads with a post-it on the book. Who you reading?
See, it's cute that you think I'm that organized.
I'm so bad.
I'm
I
that
know
organized.
This is the problem, and I think we can all speak to this. Is we get people in the comments of our videos that are like, "Hey, you want to buddy read this?" And we're like, "Sure." And that's the end of the conversation.
Yep.
And then
Forget. Yeah.
it's like, "Oh crap, I don't remember," because I'll be like out running errands, responding to
Yep.
comments really quick,
Yep.
or
Yep.
whatever. So
I'm usually waiting in a basketball pickup line.
So it's, yeah. But you're right. You can remember buddy reads that way.
It's a fantastic idea.
Great idea.
Great idea.
Um,
I am probably the most unorganized person that you have met.
Jennifer did say we had talked about reading mermaids when we believed in mermaids in May. She reminded me. So
Let's do it.
Jennifer
Write
reminds
it down. Put a post-it on it.
remind me in April.
I know. I always
Remind
tell
me in
people,
April.
remind me the month before.
Remind me.
Yeah. It's hard to remember. Because I want to read all the books all the time.
I know.
Oh, I love that, Jacqueline. Oh my goodness. I love that so much.
I love it.
And that's kind of what the book that I gave them is kind of like a side-by-side. It has the actual Constitution, and then it has like a translation of it.
Yeah, explanations
of what it means. But there's also a section at the beginning that talks about the author and why he believes the Constitution is important. And so it's a veteran's father that wrote it.
I dedicate this book to all our nation's middle school students and their teachers, and especially our friends at Mr. Merrick's civics class at the Peabody School in Charlottesville. Your curiosity about our founding documents inspired us to write it. You are our heroes.
Aw.
Aww.
It's fantastic. I will sing that book's praises from here to high heaven. I think it's fantastic.
Love. Emily, I totally forgot about that. So
should we write these down for you, Crystal?
Sarah, post it on it.
I could.
I need to check. I'm
gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down right now, Erica. Ink and bone. Not the whole series, but that's the first one, right? I need to go back and start.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah. Those were in and out of an unhaul pile so many times. But they're so pretty. I still have the preamble memorized from my 8th grade history class 30 years ago. That's so
I know cute. Somebody else said thanks, Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, love it.
I also have the 50 Nifty United States song.
Sophia has that memorized.
My little buddy, who I watch a couple days a week, his mom has been singing that song to him a lot, and I know it too, so I sing it every once in a while. So I'll just hear him start singing 50 Nifty. I should have him do it for you guys sometime.
Yes, please.
And then we go, Alabama, Alaska, and he sings the first few with me. And then he remember, but he's 2.5, so it's amazing that he knows any of them.
So good.
I'll have him sing it for you guys one of these days. Yes, the lawyer part wants everyone to have a copy and be very familiar. And sing it. Thank you, Schoolhouse Rock.
The politician that I live with wants everybody to have a copy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
It's happening. And we're very excited. Planning is already in process. We have prompts. We have a book. We're just nailing down details.
What's the book?
Yeah, what is it?
You'll never know.
Yeah, they do not tell us.
Eventually.
We don't get those details.
You send Katie a margarita and have her drink it. She'll tell me the book.
If only we had the space to do this.
Right.
A 12 cubicle space. Label each basket with a month. Where would we put it?
Right. Oh my goodness.
Plus, it leaves no room for mood reading. I get so annoyed that Thomas Jefferson gets so much credit for the Declaration and James Madison hardly gets any recognition.
I like how you're reading it.
He wrote the Bill of Rights.
Is their Constitution no longer in schools? I had to pass it.
No, it's still in schools. My daughter's in 8th grade and she's learning all about it right now, which is why we want to go to DC for spring break.
Okay.
I know.
Come to Virginia.
Do it.
And then leave Matt with the kids for an afternoon and we'll all go to McKay's.
And I'm driving there.
Yeah.
Can I come?
Sure.
Absolutely.
We got room.
Oh, Emily said, yes, it was in and out of the pile. I did buy it on Amazon after finding book 2 through 4 to use sales. Super cheap. Nice. Okay, we'll do it, Emily. In all the states in alphabetical order. It was a great song. Love it.
Oh, here, buddy reading. Let's anybody else buddy reading with Crystal. Let's just write it all down.
If we've already scheduled buddy reads, let us know.
All the cool people live in Virginia.
I'm glad that I didn't film my February TBR today because none of these were on there.
Ooh, I wanna read 1,000 White Women.
Can you do it next month? I'm reading it with Gloria.
Sure.
And
Lindsay. Lindsay.
Yeah, Lindsay. It's a little groupy group. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
I have that book too. Lindsay sent it to me for Christmas book exchange. It's right down here.
Do it.
Haven't read it yet.
He used to not talk to you guys at all. And now this is what we get.
It's so funny.
They think you're funny.
All the cool people live in Virginia. Lindsay is in Virginia too.
Yep.
I love it. I know, Meg, it's so sad. When I first moved here to Richmond, I say this all the time. There was a McKay's about 2 miles up the road from me, and I was there all the time, and then they went out of business. And they were like dumping books on the floor, and everything was like 10 cents at the end. It was crazy. I was there for hours. That's probably where I got all of your book exchange books that year.
Probably.
Did you see Lee's comment?
No, stop it, Lee. I did see it. I was ignoring it. Loving your son's moves. They're loving Jonathan. My God, it's so funny. I love it. Cool. So which Christmas book exchange book are you going to pick up first?
Probably this one.
I'm going to read the three you guys recommended.
Because I already started it.
Nice.
Because I want to do a vlog, I'll probably do these. But I really want to get to this one.
See, I tend to start with the ones that I don't think I'm going to like.
Do you?
Well, like
Yeah,
last year, I read that dumb Marie Antoinette book that Lindsay gave me. But like, have I read, I don't know. Hold on, I gotta get it out. This one that I was super, super excited about.
You haven't touched it, have you?
Oh my word.
That's a middle grade? No, I have not. Or this one that I really, really wanted to read that's a middle grade?
Oh,
No.
that's been on my shelf for so long. Michelle wants to schedule your essay Cosby buddy read so that you have to be held to it.
I'm going to read this one first.
There you go.
Michelle.
Yes, Michelle, we need to read it for sure.
Ooh, I heard of Powell's.
I would love to go to Powell's.
That was on our list. That's on our list of places we want to go all together.
Yeah.
Once airline prices come
Airline
down.
prices are
Someday when we can afford it. When we Oh, Lindsay said she went to McKay's last weekend and it wasn't so great.
Oh, the one in Manassas?
I can always find something though.
That's the one where I went crazy because
I
just did.
Emily, stop. Not doing it. But I am. I
The way
think
it seems.
I'm gonna read it in April after middle grade March of like reading so many books in middle grade March. I think
I always hit a slump.
You'll be ready for a big, chunky, slower read. Yeah.
one slow chunk of monk book I think will be awesome. So that will be fun.
Goodness. Kelly, I'm just slightly expressive. I come by it honestly. No.
Oh, that would have been awesome in Massachusetts. I might not have moved. Just kidding. It was big as a city block. Oh man.
Someday.
I love it. I know. I feel sorry for the next book I pick up.
I do too.
It's true.
Or a book that I know if I was in the right mindset, I would love it. I had a book like this recently that I've now like set down for now twice.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm just not in the right mindset for it. And if I'm in the right mindset, I'm going to love it, but I'm just not there right now. And so I need to move on to something easier for now.
Destiny said Becoming Marie Antoinette by Julia Gray is a good series. Is that the one that you read? Becoming Marie Antoinette?
No, what was that?
Just like Marie Antoinette serial killer or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally different.
Like serial killer was in the title, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meg, message me sometime where in Minnesota you're at. I'm just curious.
Nice.
You don't have to tell everybody because that might be uncomfortable.
I've never been to a Half Price Books ever.
Oh, really?
What?
We have a bunch of them around
There's
here.
a ton around here.
I don't even know if there's any around here. I never heard of it even until I moved here. But all right, what's the coziest book that you would recommend? That's a good question.
Coziest?
Coziest.
I don't read cozy books.
I think Shady Hollow is pretty cozy.
Shady Hollow is very cozy.
I'm going to say House on the Cerulean Sea. I think I just felt like that book was a big hug. I know I'm the only one who liked it. It's fine.
No, I loved it.
Did you?
I don't think cozy though, like, because it just, there's a lot to unpack in there.
A lot to unpack, but it made me feel good.
I would say like an under the radar cozy book that you never hear about is Miss Bungle's book. Which is such a random book that I read because of a patron recommendation last year, and it was so sweet and just like one of those books that you just smile while you read it because it's just a nice, not happy, but like cozy. It's just cozy. It's a small town woman needs to raise some money to like pay for her rent, so she decides, of course, that she's going to write a book. So she writes a book. It gets published, and it's about the people in her town. She just changes their names, but then things from her story in her book start happening in real life. It's just cute. It's just a cute story.
Fun.
And it's a series, and I'm going to read all of them.
All right. I don't know. Maybe the closest to cozy is Finley Donovan, just because that feels cozy to me. But
You're
I mean,
like, here's my comfy bed that is made of nails.
Yeah. But they're dull nails, so they don't pierce quite as hard.
It's like acupuncture.
Yeah. Try it sometime. Feels good.
Yeah. It's up to each person. So you just have to
I think most of us here use Voxer.
Yeah.
Which is a voice messaging app.
Yeah.
Like a walkie-talkie app. And it's awesome.
Yep.
And you don't need people's phone number to do it. You just need a username. So it's nice.
And at least I can only speak for myself. I'm not one to be like, okay, we're going to read this chapter to this chapter. And then like read what you want to and talk about what you want to, just like label where it is. So you're not spoiling anything.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. That's sad.
Ew.
Oh,
We really don't have great
you
books.
have a good library.
And just shop on Pango.
And Book Outlet.
Well, let's start shop below.
Book Outlet. Right. Book Outlet. Oh, man. We do need to do the Great Green Valley Book Fair.
Did I send you a message about that, Krista?
Yeah, I messaged you back.
When is that? Is that something I need to come into town for? I feel like
No, it's all the time. It's just what it's called.
It's like it's a big like warehouse store.
So
it's like 2 hours for me.
In March.
I keep hearing. I've heard this Legends and Lattes. I've heard that's cozy too.
I read
I'm
it.
reading that one soon.
It is very cozy. It is very, very cozy. Yes.
Half a Soul was cozy, wasn't it? I don't know what that is. House of their Soul. Total Hug. Yeah, I loved Savers when I lived
like
in
getting
the
hugged by the Antichrist.
Savers. I love Savers. It's my favorite place to go book shopping.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Goodwill
enjoyed
by
Savers
Me
when I was in Rhode Island.
Goodwill by Me is horrendous for book prices.
So bad.
So bad.
Wisconsin, some of the Wisconsin
Yeah.
Goodwills are ridiculous.
Lindsay, I love the murder feels cozy to you.
Loved Adelie LaRue, but Adeline's not based on that movie or not based on that book. Adeline came out first. The movie.
Yeah, Emily said
it's the same premise, I think, or same type of thing, but it's not. Yeah. But Adelie was one of my favorites.
The Mitford books. Miss Benson's Beetle. That's on my shelves.
Ooh, I haven't.
Ooh, mine too. Buddy read.
Buddy read. I love it. Libby app for the library. I know. Nice.
For real.
Well, Jennifer, if you need help with Pango or Book Outlet, you just let me know.
Yeah, not Kristen. All Creatures Great and Small is like a vet. Stories about animals. Nope.
Not Krista Books. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, library book sales are fabulous.
What are you guys reading right now?
I am listening to, what's it called? Hold on.
By What's Her Face?
Yep. The Banned Bookshop of Maggie Banks by Shauna Robinson.
Nice.
And then I'm also reading Amy Perry's Assumptions. Sorry. which is the next book out by the girl that wrote Rachel Ryan's Resolutions that I loved last year.
Oh, nice. I'm reading Henrietta Lacks, but I'm really mad at myself because I accidentally deleted the audiobook from my library. And now I have to read it in print, and I'm bored to tears with the science parts.
Yeah.
I love the like the parts that are about Henrietta and her family and the author and her story. I love that part, but anything about the cells, I'm like, so listening to it in audio, I could get through the cell part because I'll just do the dishes or whatever. But reading it in the book, I keep falling asleep, so it's taking me a lot longer now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also about to finish. This is a middle grade fantasy, second book in a series, Escape from Aurora. It's the Frost Heart is the first one. Journey on Frost Heart.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I'm also reading another nonfiction, Things That Matter, and I'm also reading a book of poetry, Muses from the Moon. So I have 4 books I'm reading right now, as per usual.
I am reading Things We Never Got Over, and I'm wondering what all the hype is about. So I'm not really loving it.
I never heard of it.
It's one with the blue cover and the daisies.
Oh, by Lucy Score?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one sells really. I sold that today to a customer. It sells really well.
I never heard of it.
I don't know. But nobody has died, and I think that's the problem.
I don't think that's a murder book.
I know. It's for book club.
That's the problem.
And all I can think of is I really hope Amber is not reading this because she will hate it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a romance book, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you reading, Sarah?
Actively.
She's reading the comments.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments. I am reading City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. It's a fantasy. I'm really loving it. And then I'm also reading All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham, which is very good so far. But I'm only like a quarter of the way through it, but it's very good.
Nice. Amanda, did you say what you're reading?
Yeah.
I forget already.
I am reading Amy Perry's Assumptions.
Oh, yeah, the Rachel's Resolutions
and
sequel,
books,
right?
Maggie Banks, something,
Right.
something.
Right. Oh, no, someone DNF'd to Henrietta Lacks.
And I only finished it because I listened to it because I had the same problem that you did, but because I love the story part.
Right.
Krista,
Noreen, how is Fairy Tale? I really want to read that.
With another library card, I can get you the audiobook.
There you go.
Not right away, but soon. It's available soon. So, as soon as it comes through, I'll let you know.
Okay. I have it in one of my libraries, but it's one that I use the least. And they told me I need to go in and renew my library because it's been so long since I've actually used that card. So it's one that I just don't go to that often. So I have to go there and renew my card. And then I'll be able to get it. But maybe I could do it tomorrow since I just I don't.
There you go. See?
Yeah, I feel bad because I'm buddy reading that with 2 people and they have both finished. And I'm like, but I forgot and I accidentally deleted it. Whoops.
Kelly, you got an Arc of the Tessa Bailey. I wanted that, and they said no.
Ooh, Caitlin's reading Rachel Ryan's Resolutions.
Oh.
I hope you love it.
Lee,
if you don't tell me. I love that book so much. I'm not, full disclosure, I'm not loving the second one nearly as much as I love the first one, but I love the first one so much.
Fun. I love hearing what you guys are reading. Verity. Finalists by David Bell. Murder on the Spanish Seas.
Ooh, Fairy Tale.
Reap by Jennifer Hillier. Recommended by Audrey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Creep.
Very happy.
Way of Kings and Blood Rights. Oh no. Some people said they hated it, the book you're reading.
It's a very problematic relationship, which I'm having a really hard time with.
What's the problematic aspect of it?
That she's like basically this dude is like, yeah, I'm attracted to you, but I hate you. And I'm like, no, like, stop.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
people are dumb.
That's what a lot of those kind of books are, yeah.
This is not real.
There's part of it that I do like the ethics side of things.
Yes.
Not of it all. Like I do appreciate the conversation, but every once in a while it just gets a little too much about cell and what sells and what they do. And I'm like, oh man, it's a little over my head and I just don't care. Remarkably Bright Creatures is one of those books that everybody seems to love. And I'm like, I don't think I want to.
That's the book that I've now put down twice.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not in the right headspace. And it's throwing me off because I'm listening to the audiobook and it's the same narrator as the Beartown series.
Ooh.
And so, and like, it's a very specific voice. And I think that's the only thing I've ever listened to by that narrator is the Beartown series. And so whenever I hear it, that's what I hear. And it's just totally throwing me off.
Lindsay, whenever you're ready to read Winners, have you read it already?
No, but I need to.
Because we started, that was my first buddy read with you.
Yes. Yes.
Sarah's waving her hands.
She's like, I want in.
Do you need something?
I've read it. It's done. It was fantastic. You do not need to reread anything.
Okay.
No, but I'm planning to.
No, you don't. You're probably better off not because they recap a lot of it in the book.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna be totally fine as long as you have read the other ones. Like, you'll be.
Let's do April.
Write it down, Krista.
I'm writing this down because I'm not writing this down.
Post it. Get a post.
Put it on a post-it.
I don't have it, but it's on script.
Sarah, one of our 5-star predictions should be Buddy reads.
Oh, that's
That's a great idea.
Oh, like buddy reading.
Like our next round of 5-star predictions should be buddy reads. That's a great idea. All right. Write it down. Krista, write it down and tell us later.
And then I had another idea for 5-star predictions too, is like we don't pick any. We just do like totally like mood read 5 stars, but we vlog it, and that's when our thing is at the end. So we'd have to do something like that with like Krista or Amanda or somebody who is willing to vlog. Anyways, we don't have to have this talk. No, that's another idea I came up with.
Let's brainstorm. Let's brainstorm our 5-star predictions.
Brainstorming.
Yeah, the audiobook for it has been good so far. I've liked the audiobook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really prefer to do nonfiction on audio.
Willow Hill.
I have that book.
I've never heard of that. Lindsay, DNF it.
I'm kind of thinking I want to, but
just DNF it if you're not getting along with it. And that's a thick book too.
I really want to read this.
I mean,
are you liking that? Oh, that was my first Kate Morton. I love it.
I need to read Kate Morton.
Half-Life by Jill Cantor.
Oh, this is the part that's annoying me. Is she is in this town and she like doesn't have anything with her, and her twin sister like stole her money in her car and stuff, and so she's at the mall and she's like, I need some essentials, and one of them is like she needs some underwear, so she goes into Victoria's Secret and he follows her in there and like picks underwear out for her and is like, I'm gonna buy it for you. I'm like, ew, no, I've been with my husband for 22 years and he doesn't pick out my underwear. Like, no.
And who goes to the mall for essentials?
That's what I was going to say. I go to Victoria's Secret. Go to Walmart.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, yeah, you have no money, but we're going to go drop $120 on
Yeah, Victoria's Secret ain't cheap. Yeah, exactly.
No.
And then details out the ones he picked out for her were like the lacy one. I'm like, no.
Oh, no. Close that book. Set it aside.
And done.
You done.
Done.
Right, gross on the cover and put it down.
Well, it's Kindle Unlimited, so I can just, yeah.
Pick something else. There are plenty of other things on there.
I just remembered the other day that I have Kindle Unlimited. I'm like, why am I paying for this?
I make myself read at least one book a month because then I feel like it's at least worth it.
You should read the book that I read at Christmas time, except it's a Christmas book, but it was really good. It's on Kindle Unlimited.
Someone just told me of one that is along the same lines as of like the other Bennett sister, but about George Knightley from Emma from Jane Austen.
Oh.
And she said it keeps the vibes of the book and it's like really, really good. So I found that on Kindle Unlimited. So I just downloaded it. So now
Krista doesn't use Kindle Unlimited for the same thing that Lindsay uses Kindle Unlimited
for. Different books.
Oh man. Who's getting it for Christmas next year? None of us. None.
I bought it. Like I own that book.
Well, good luck.
Now I'm like,
yeah. That's right. Lindsay said, you've read enough to say it was awful. That's what she had to do last month. Yeah.
Good point. Good.
Okay, so everybody that is in book club, that is in a book club, what was your favorite book that you have read from book club?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Born a Crime by Trevor Noah.
I love that book so much.
Love
Mine's
it.
The Night Circus.
I hate that book so much.
That's why we're not friends anymore. It's fine.
Do you really hate it?
I have DNF'd that book twice.
Can't.
I cannot get
Loved
through
it.
it.
I read it twice and I loved it.
I finished it, but I didn't get the hype. It is very atmospheric, but it took
I'll
me
stand by myself. It's fine.
I don't have a in-person book club. The book is called something like George Knightley Esquire or something like that. It has 2 books, Andy. George Knightley Esquire, I think that's what it's called.
You're writing these down for book club, right, Amanda?
Yeah, because I have book club this week and I need to pick a book.
Dear Edward is a great choice for a book club.
Well, and that one's coming out with like either a show or a movie.
Oh, it's so good. It's like sad. Uva. Oh, that's good. Oh, the one.
The one was good.
Ooh.
The
That would be a
luminaries
good
is so big, isn't it? Isn't that the chunker? Am I thinking of the right thing?
The Eleanor Canton one.
I don't know. Lost Girls.
Yeah, if it's that one, yeah, it's a big one.
Evie Drake Starts Over. Born a Crime. Classic. So Brideshead Revisited. I've never read that one. The Orphan Collector. Oh yeah, that is another Ellen Marie Wiseman that's really good. A lot to talk about. I did that with my Patreon book club. All the Lonely People actually was a good one for my book club. We read Dear Edward too. 4 Winds. Anxious
Measure was
People.
good.
The Anomaly. These Tangled Vines.
The Measure was our first book that we read, and everybody
That's
that
the bar really high. Ooh.
That went over really, really well. Yeah.
Don't do the one next though, then, because that's kind of the same. Like, what would you do in this type of situation? Yeah. Oh, Parable of the Sower is very dark, though.
What's the other one that's really big right now?
Oh, but Kindred by Octavia Butler would be a good book club book. It's also pretty brutal, but Suzanne, I love a spicy opinion.
Really?
You're the first person I've heard that said that.
Yeah, everyone's been raving about it.
Best trilogy finale I've ever read, but it was decent. Nothing will ever beat Beartown for me. Beartown was the best one.
Beartown was so good.
Princess Parish is good too.
Yes.
I just remember Lindsay and I I had so many good quotes. Every time when we read Beartown together, there were so many good quotes.
And Sarah and I read. That was our first buddy read.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. Look at Beartown bringing us together. I Must Betray You. And I Must Betray You would be an interesting book club book.
That would be a really good one.
Just to talk about, because this is our lifetime and how different the 80s were in America compared to Romania. That's like a time we remember, right?
Jeez, I was worried about how many socks I could wear at one time.
So good. Lee, I still love you very much. But what?
But what?
But what? But why?
I can get it. I get it.
I understand it, yeah.
Yeah.
Memoirs of a Geisha is a really good one too.
Storied Life of A.J. Fikry.
Oh, what a curmudgeon he is.
It's so funny because he feels like such an old character and he's really not that old.
Really not that old, yeah. But he acts very old.
Yeah, he does. He's a grumpy old man in a 30-something-year-old body.
I feel like a grumpy old woman. And
I love it. Those are some good choices. Good book clubs.
I know. I got a good list.
In some good book clubs.
I made a list. Now I'm going to list it.
I love it. Cool. Well, I think we're about done. I really was hoping to finish this today. I don't think it's going to happen. I still have about 80 pages to go, but it's middle grade, so maybe I can. I don't have to work tomorrow.
Must be nice.
I know.
I don't have to work, but I have to go grocery shopping.
Snowflower and the Secret Fan. There's a couple more. Michelle DNF's The Measure. Interesting.
Yeah, we had one person that really did not like it. She's like, I do not understand. And everybody else loved it.
Yeah.
There's always one.
I was in a book club for a hot minute here in Richmond with people that I met through volleyball. And there was one lady who didn't like any of the books that we read and was very condescending about it and very wouldn't let any
Lindsay doesn't know anyone like that.
wouldn't let any conversation happen though. So we ended up never even talking about the book because a lot of them knew each other from like a divorce recovery group or whatever they were in. So they all like had all these other friends, and so they would all just have conversations about that because she shot down every time we tried to talk about the book. So I was like, I'm not being a part of this book club anymore. This is dumb.
Didn't it have a guy in it too?
Yes, a creepy guy.
That you were like, why are you here?
Yes, it was very weird. It was a very weird book club for a minute, and I'm like, I'm 100% here for differences of opinion. Like, I do not think every book is for every reader. I'm totally fine if people don't like books that I love, but like, let's have a conversation about it instead of like, oh, that's dumb. This was so stupid, or like,
or it to be every single book.
Yeah. She's like, and I know within the first 3 sentences if I'm gonna like a book. I'm like, okay, sure.
Oh, okay.
Does she predict all of the twists and the endings every time?
Did she see it coming?
Then don't come to book club. Oh.
Yeah, like why are you here?
You don't like a book though.
Yeah.
Like,
100%,
you don't have to ruin it for everybody else.
Right. And allow everybody else to have their conversation and rave about the things that they do love.
And there's been times that I didn't like a book all that much, but I've gone, and when I listen to what other people, how their perspective is, that I am usually I can see that.
100%.
Or when people didn't like it and they tell me like the problematic pieces of it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's
right.
Oh yeah, that's
You can be the I hated it person, but don't like
don't yuck someone else's yum.
That's what currently reading says, right? Like, don't yuck someone else's yum.
That's what who says?
Currently reading on their podcast. That's like part of their philosophy on their on their Facebook group and everything. Like, we're not here to yuck someone else's yum. You can say that you don't like a book, but explain why, and don't like talk down about other people if they do like the book.
Don't be a candle blower outer.
The book itself is not bad, right? Like, you just don't like it, and that's fine. Everybody's allowed their opinions.
Yeah.
But somebody put their heart and soul into writing that book. And and it will have its readers out there somewhere that are going to love it, and it might not be you, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what was really interesting is one of our book club books, everybody in the book club was like, meh, it was fine. Like, it wasn't great. But that happened to be the meeting where we actually were able to get in touch with the author, and the author came and talked to the meeting. And so by the end of the book club, everybody else was like, huh, okay.
Yeah.
We all collectively at the end of the meeting thought the book was better than it was when we went into it.
I wholeheartedly believe I like Miracle Creek that much more because she zoomed into our book club, and like understanding the whole process just added to it. Like, it's
adds so much to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly, if you want to drive an hour, like the second Thursday of every month.
I would love to find an in-person one here too. There's just not.
Yeah, ours fizzled out. So.
All right, we gotta start an app, like a book club hooker upper.
Fabled.
Fabled, yeah. I'm on that. I'm doing. That's how I'm reading. City of Brass right now. It's like a group on Fable.
My Patreon book club is like the best book club I've ever been a part of. We actually talk about the book for the full hour of our book talk. Like,
we talk about that, and then we talk about what we've all read since the last time we met. Which like sometimes I love that discussion more than even just
I love that.
I love that.
Good. But I would still like to find an in-person one. Maybe I should make that a goal for the year. I don't want to start it. I don't want to be in charge. I just want to go.
Don't be in charge.
I'm in charge of ours.
But I am going to read this month. I need to add this to my pile too. Oh my word. February is going to have so many books. What's it called? The Many Daughters of Afang.
Oh yeah. I want to read that.
Oh, I have that too.
He's coming here to Richmond area in either the end of February or
you read it and let me know if it's any good.
So that's one of the books I got from Once Upon a Book Club. So I have gifts to open as I read it. So that will be fun. And now I'm motivated because I took a picture of when he's coming actually, because I saw it when I took my little dude to the library. They had like a big sign out front that he's coming. Jamie, what's his name? Jamie Ford. Yeah, the hotel on the corner guy.
Oh, yeah. That was a good book.
That was a good book.
I know. So I'm going to go see him. I mean, obviously I'm going to go see him if I can. But yeah, it's March 30th. But I don't want to read it during middle grade March. So I want to read it in February. But and then maybe I'll read Hotel on the Corner in March because that's smaller.
It is smaller. Well, I mean, if you're a font critiquer like I am, is tiny font.
Tiny font. But I'll listen to it on audio.
Yeah, I love that book.
I'll probably read Many Daughters in print because I have the gifts open along the way and I want to know when to open them. But yeah. But that's at the end of March. That's something to look forward to. I always love listening to the authors, no matter if I've read their books or not. I just love it.
Right.
Oh, that's a good idea. Check with my indie bookstores.
Oh, yeah.
Often, though, the problem with that sometimes is that they require you to buy the book from them. And I don't always want to do that. Because I could probably find it cheaper somewhere. Sometimes I would.
Well, anytime it's picked, be like, oh, that's awesome. I have it on my shelves at home.
Yeah, right.
I don't need it here.
I know. I have a hard time with this too, Christine. I very rarely rate 2, and I never rate 1 because if it's a 1, I won't finish it. So I just won't say anything about it. But
I don't really give out 1 stars.
Yeah. At my work book club, we just read what we want, and then each person. That's so cool. So it's like a lit society. Oh no. Yay. Me too, Jamie. Or Kelly, excuse me. I just saw Jane. Look at the offers the book for purchase, but doesn't require it. Oh, that's cool. I should look into mine. I know some of mine have in-person book clubs. That would be fun to get connected with other readers.
We have the local book club or bookstore. It's really
our library has one.
Well, one of the employees at the library works or goes to it, so they always pick off of so our library does book club packages.
So does ours.
Yeah, so they only pick off that list. So it's I think it's funny that he hosted at this independent, like the only place in town you can really buy books that isn't a chain store. Yet he always does the library ones.
That's funny. I love it. Oh, he lives in Montana. Visits the bookstore often. I happen to be in the store while he was visiting. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, cool.
I want to go to Montana.
I would love to go to Montana.
Watch Yellowstone. You'll want to go even more.
I was gonna say I'm watching Yellowstone right now. I totally want to go.
Yeah, watch 1883.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I will.
She's like, can you just get on here and chat every couple of months? I do this type of a thing with my patrons once a month, but probably not the 4 of us.
Yeah, it's really hard.
We will
all 4 of us
do another. Well, we have our retreat coming up in February, and we haven't done a game night in a while.
No, we haven't. And I even have a game for us to play.
Yes, late spring, early summer. Maybe we'll do a game night. That would be fun. April, May feels good. Write it down. This is the part of the night when I get super congested.
Oh, Leah, I have totally been to Neville Bay Books. I love it because she puts little Post-its on books as to why you should pick them up.
Oh, cool.
I love that place.
Nice. This reminds me when I used to run into Stephen King in the library. Oh, yeah. Just
no big deal.
NBD.
Like, hey, Steve. Steve-O.
I would hyperventilate.
Right.
She'd be like, and life is done.
And
I love him.
Somewhere on here, they said they want to meet Rip. That's when I would hyperventilate. I want to meet Rip.
Yeah.
My word.
Yeah.
I want to meet who?
From Yellowstone.
From
Yellowstone.
Oh, Kristen.
Rip.
What did she say? There was a question. Where did it go? Christmas book exchange in January? Oh, we're just talking about our.
Oh, yeah, we're just talking about it.
Behind the scenes. Need a road trip. We all need a road trip.
Kelly, on your way, pick me up. I'm on the way. I'm not that far off the highway. It's just let's do it.
Let's do it. I love it. I know, Sarah. I messaged you about a Virginia area meetup, and you never.
Yeah, we've talked. Yes, I did.
No, on Marco Polo. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I didn't get it.
I did.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yes, I did.
I love how Sarah's just standing there like, you go ahead and check, because I know I did.
I'm confident in that answer.
Listen, the last 2 months have been kind of a blur in my mind.
You sure did.
Whoops.
She had it on her list.
It's on my to-do list, and I checked it off.
I don't even remember. I listened to it. I don't remember.
I said I was in.
That was probably when you were like all hopped up on cold medicine.
Something.
That sounds like a good excuse. Go with that one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, that was definitely it.
Totally it was. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining in tonight and listening to us talk about all kinds of things, but especially about the book exchange. We love it so much that you guys get so excited about it, and we get to open books. But I have people messaging months ahead of time, like, "Are you guys doing the book exchange this year?" We can't.
Yeah, I get that too. Yeah.
People get so excited for it, and it really makes me happy.
So fun.
So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, and you'll see us talking about these books throughout the year in wrap-ups and recent reads and all that kind of stuff.
DNFs
And buddy reads and
buddy reads.
apparently all the buddy reads.
all of it.
Try chapters and all the things. All right. Thanks for joining in, though. You guys are awesome, and we'll talk to you soon. Reading sprints on my channel next weekend.
Be there.
Be there. All right. Bye.
Bye.
And broadcast.